Hey everyone, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, where we're continuing our playthrough on the Kinlaig Highland fishing map. Previous video I was stuffing around with this trailer. It turned out that I think one of the problems I had was that the auto load mod was clashing with the auto load functionality of this, because I was loading with the auto load function, and that's why nothing was working correctly. Now this one has an auto load feature and it has piles, and you can see I only have to drive up near it and it actually loads. Well, it loads at the moment from the left. Now I'm still obviously learning the intricacies of this and playing around with it. Yeah, because like, how do I get it to load on the left, but then, sorry, on the right? There is a button for that. Now, unfortunately for me, some of the functions are, if you look at the help here, are numpad stuff. I don't have a numpad on my keyboard. I don't know how to make numpad functions work without it. So I have to program buttons on my Elgato Stream Deck thing to be able to do some of the functions, and I haven't quite done all that yet, but it's definitely loading a lot more wood than it did before. Now that I've turned this feature on, but yes, getting in the right position is not the easiest sometimes, especially with me just leaving wood everywhere. Because, yeah, I think it technically is only programmed to load from one side or the other. Now I can switch it, I think. Well, it is grabbing wood from somewhere, so it must have a bit of a distance on it. Okay, hold on. Let me strap that again. What is the... Yeah, because I didn't switch piles or anything. Loading position... Sorry, I thought I saw a loading side. Switch auto load to right. There we go. So, will that grab these bits? Can I grab these bits here? No, it doesn't want to grab them. Hang on. Maybe you got to turn it on again. Ah, okay. There's your trick. So that might be enough for that. So then, hang on, I have to go to my controls. So I've switched to pile 2 now. And I've still got it set to the right. Hoping see stuff jump in the back now. There we go. So there's still... I don't know why it's not grabbing that bit there. Why is it not grabbing... Wait, where am I? Yeah, why is it not grab this one? Oh, because it's saying it's 6.1 meters. Now, one thing I did find, which is really good, with this lumberjack feature, you can see, if you look at the top left corner, I don't know which way to point, the top left corner, you can see length. Now, as I move this, it's telling me the length. If I stay on the wood, it's telling me the length. So for instance, we know this is 6.1. I could just trim a little bit off the end there. And then what I'm hoping is that it will... I don't know if I have to turn it... I'll probably have to turn it on again each time, do I? No? It's still not grabbing that one. Well, that's annoying. I was really hoping it was going to grab that. Why is it so opposed to it? Okay, it's still saying 6 meters. Fine, we'll cut it even shorter. Can I get rid of this piece? Okay, that's definitely 5.7 now. Okay, it does not want to load that. I don't know why it seems to be being picky with some. I mean, unless we've hit a limit or something. No, still loading. Now it doesn't automatically strap while it's doing this too, so do need to be careful because they will fall off. So what I do want to test... Okay, let's go back to left side. Oh, yeah, you do have to start again once you do that. Okay. Yeah, so there you go, there's a bit of a trick. If you're running the other auto-loading mod, you have to... If you buy this trailer from the shop, what you do is you manually turn it off for the trailer. No, it's not going to grab that. Some logs it just doesn't want to grab. Maybe it will on the next, like, pass. Maybe, I don't know. There's a slight room issue. What am I stuck on? I think I'm stuck on this tree. I think I'm still... Not sure can I sneak past? Yeah. Jesus, if you go too fast, they start falling off the back. Okay, maybe we will stop because I'm pretty full and I need to get out of these trees. What I do want to try, because this is going to be useful going forward, is if I chop a tree down by hand, don't clean it up, but I, looking at that lumberjack feature, cut it to 6 meter lengths, how will that look? Where am I? Come over here. But this is a fair bit of wood. What is it saying? 15.6 tons. But is that actually 15.6 tons to the sawmill? Because if it is, that's not much. Oh no, hang on, this is, so it's saying tons. How does that equate to litres? Or is that what the 39 is? No, it's saying there's 39 logs. Okay, it's 39 logs. Yeah, so at some stage maybe I could experiment with that flatbed trailer too and actually turn off the auto load feature but turn on the auto load feature that's built into the trailer. See which one's better. I mean, I still like the auto load mod because it just automatically adds the functionality to it. I just didn't know it worked with logs because I thought I'd tried it and it didn't work with trees, but oh no, you know what I was doing? I think I was trying to load logs onto a flatbed trailer. So okay, that would make sense. So I think the auto load function is sort of maybe it's only capable of functioning based on the trailer you've got. So if you get a logging trailer like this one, then it can function. But you could see how it loaded. It did not load like this. It loaded barely any wood before it complained it was full, and it didn't do the 2 piles, that was for sure. Yeah, because I was almost gonna get rid of this trailer and buy the bigger one to see if that worked better, but then when I went, because I actually went to the shop to do that, that's when I saw the auto load thing and I thought, oh, I wonder if that's the problem. Okay, so we got 36. Well, yeah, 36, 37. And it said that was about 15.7 tons. 66. So 36 to 66 is 30. 15 tons, so it was a double. Is it double the tonnage? Roughly. I have no idea. Because, I mean, really, when you think about it, litres is not really a great measurement for logs. Tons is, you know, how much do they weigh? Yeah, so we're still in December. I really wanted to get a lot of this wood done, but it's not going to run out, so we don't need to go and grab it all. We can leave some of it there. I just want to do this last test with a tree that I've chopped down. Because that'll help me decide if I just return the leased machine and not bother with it. I mean, it's obviously nicer to bring it all cleaned up because it looks better and maybe we can get more in the trailer. But time-wise, it might be a lot quicker to not bother. And especially considering that it can't chop down all the trees. It still is limited to how thick, 120 centimeters or whatever it is. Which is clearly a lot smaller than I thought it was visually in the game. Alright, so let's find... Okay, this is a really thick tree. So I chopped it, but it obviously didn't fall. Alright, I want to try and get it as close as I can. There we go, that's 5.8. So this is probably almost worst case scenario because this is a pretty big tree. And then there's just this little shit piece here which I don't know what it'll do with that. Alright, so we're gonna load, switch order, no. So we're on the left. Okay, it does not want to pick these up. Oh, hang on. Is it because I'm in... No? Could be because they're not clean. Okay. That says a lot to me, because that then says we can't do it by hand. Doesn't want to grab that, does it? I've wasted enough time on this. Alright, what do we want to do? I think what we should do is probably sleep. We could get later to the day and go and grab more stones, but castle stones. Oh, that's what we're gonna do. Hang on. Where's the entrance? These guys are probably starving. Okay, I haven't got a tractor, so I guess I'm using this. Can I use this? No. I thought there'd be a tractor down here. This is what you get for trying to look good and drive a little thing around, utility vehicle around to get to places. Then you get there and you find out, oh, there's no tractor here. Missed entirely. Okay, water. Okay, now we're happy. Keep forgetting to check if we've got money, but luckily we have been. Okay, so we are now in Jan. Alright, there's still grass there, so that means that the sheep are still good. Just quickly whip over here. Okay, that must have been auto auto filling. Is that auto filling as well? I didn't think it did if you didn't have it connected to a tractor. Oh, well, clearly it is. Okay. Right. We got some stuff to sell, I think. We haven't got any crops to plant. And I'm going to guess that the grass has probably stopped for winter. Yeah, and the wheat sort of has as well. All right. All right. Wood chips. We can sell wood chips. And not fish. Wheat, definitely we can sell. And barley we can sell. Okay, so where would we sell that? Feed and grain south. We sell... let me just check. Oh. Will wheat go to the same place? Yes. Yes, it will. Okay, we need to empty this because I want to use this. So let's put this back in here. Actually, you know what we could do? Instead of this, what we could have done... We have a truck. Okay, they're not cheap though. But it is going to mean less trips. Now, that's 59, 52, that's 51. I mean, this one's pretty good. Now, I have to, if I want to use the new hire purchase, I have to do this option. Choose an amount to deposit. 5%, fine. Choose the length. We can go up to 10 years. That'd be excessive. Depends how long we play for, I guess. 1703. Yeah, let's go for 5. So we should see that here. Yep. Which we can then settle early if we wanted to, pay 90 grand, whatever it is. So we have some options with that. Alright, let's grab the truck, which is sitting here with wood on it. Yeah, I said in a previous video I was going to stop buying stuff. But I also said that I probably wouldn't. I'll say I'll stop buying stuff and then I'll think of something and go, ah, yes, I should buy something. I can't help it. I'm a shopaholic. I have no patience in these sort of games. I don't know why. Like, I will literally go broke because I just cannot wait because I have no patience. It's not good. Problem is sometimes patience in games like this is boring because they're like, you know, okay, well, there's nothing to do. It's not always the case, but, you know, sometimes it is. Ah. Sorry, pressed the wrong button there. I was thinking, what the hell just happened? Okay. I don't even know what this holds. What does it hold? Well, this is 29,000. Or 27,000. So 30, I'd say 30,000 is 50%, so it's 60,000. Okay, how do we get to this place? Yeah, and we can use that other trailer with the tractor and that for the TMR and just some little things around the farm and stuff, or small trips to certain places. But we use the truck for all this, you know, the bigger stuff. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's nice. Nice and convenient. 30 grand? Nothing to sneeze at. Right, let's go get the wheat. And then we'll head down to the sawmill and get some wood chips. That's part of the reason I got this big one. Now, I know the wood chips, sometimes you can... Oh, God, I hope we can sell them through this. There's two ways to sell the wood chips. One is in this sort of container, loose, or on the pallets. I thought that some places didn't accept some. I can't remember. Maybe you just have to go to the right drop-off. I don't know. I thought we might have got some snow. Or is that starting to snow now? Missed the trigger altogether. There we go. Wheat. Okay, we've got a bit more wheat. 33. Yeah, this would have taken a few trips with the other one, because I don't think it... Might have been 2 trips for each with the other one. I can't remember the capacity. I'm thinking it's 16,000 off the top of my head, but I could be wrong about that. I mean, compared to what this looks like it's been filled up with, it makes sense. $41. Wow, practically 41. Nice. Alright, so there's a cool 70,000 we just made. That is good. So I'll have to work out at what point do we start paying some of the loan off. because we need to make sure we've got money sitting there for the leases. Leases? No. Finances, hire purchasing, all that. Okay. It's not the quickest process though. That's the only problem. Alright, so we've got 31,000. So I think after this video I will stuff around with timber some more, work out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, all that sort of stuff. I will do something about the wood beams and planks that are over there, whether that's the windmill or the castle will be determined shortly, and I'll also do the castle stones. So I'll do everything that's left to do for this month. So when we come back in the next video, we'll jump, I guess, to February. Not there's much to do in February either. We need to get to March. I think that's where our next planting thing is. Another 50 grand. Nice. Alright, so before we head back, let's just let's go have a look. Let's start at the castle. Okay. Basically we've stopped at needing 6,000 castle stones. Okay, so we're at a bit of a standstill on this one. And the windmill. Actually, the windmill's all good. Okay, so we don't need to worry about the windmill. All we need to do is basically take well, it depends if we need the money. This is the thing. I could hold off on taking the wood if we're not desperate for cash. Maybe I should do that. And that way we don't have to chop down so many trees if we don't need it. So, alright. Basically I'll bring all the castle stones to the castle. Bring nothing to here. And I won't do anything with the wood because I'm not desperate for the cash unless I want to pay the loan off. But I'd rather sort of just have it there ready to go for these things. And then we'll go from there. It's quite loud. Let's get back in the truck. But I got to bring the truck back anyway. But we'll call it there. I don't know if it was a very productive video. I mean, we did make some money. We stuffed around a lot with timber. I don't think I did a good job on it. But we tried some things and experimented and failed a lot. And still failing. But I don't know. I need to come up with some sort of solution. What the? Jesus. Okay. That speed hump or gutter or whatever it was just sent the truck into an absolute frenzy. You know what? I've been curious about these shops. What is this shop? This shop is the coffee house. Hub of activity, that one. And the toasties. With a few bakery goods. Okay. Just curious. Wanted to see what they look like. There's some magic shops and stuff like that that I want to check out. I think they're over near the fish area. Anyway, let's call it there for this video. I think I've bored everybody enough for this one. Let me know your thoughts, opinions in the comments. If you got any advice, things you want to see, things you don't want to see, all that sort of stuff. Let me know. And yeah, all the usual stuff. Like, subscribe. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. And I will catch you in the next one.